Right, Jay, there once was a famous shaman in Jeju Island. And the rumor has it that this shaman was blessed by the so-called chosen ones amongst the blessed and the powerful. It is said that before this man became a shaman, he owned a small dumpling shop.
Dumpling shop?
Yeah, in Jeju Island, because there's a lot of tourists that goes to Jeju Island, right? And he was your everyday, typical, standard, hard, regular working guy, going about his everyday routines each day. You know what they say, same shit, different day, right? He became popular amongst the residents of the island for his practical and particular success rate of exorcising demons or evil spirits out from the condemned and healing the sick as well, physically and mentally. Soon, the news sailed across the land, across the sea, reaching the mainland of Korea. It reached the desperate patients and the cursed people's ears, giving them hope of being saved. So it seemed. So this particular story starts when a man named Park first visited his shaman in order to acquire answers on the success of starting his own business.
Business always typical.
Of course.
With scary coming. Always.
You
know it.
Yeah, I know, you know,
Yes.
we all know.
Yes, very nervous.
Yeah. So we all need somewhere to rely on because of the unsureness of the future, right?
Yes, every people same.
And when the man entered, damn! She immediately said, I know why you're here. It seems that you have built a house, and the house is surrounded by dead bodies. And it seems that you're about to start your own business, and you're here because you're curious on your success. So the man was shocked. And it seems that you have built a house around a burying ground, and I see many cursed ones among you. And you were born on the day where the crescent moon shined on the 14th of January 1981, yes? And the man answered yes. Well, now, do you have what is required? And the man replied, yes again.
Yes, again?
And the man replied, how did you know?
Yes, how did you know?
It's only been a minute since you first saw me, just now, and you knew this?
Yeah, first time.
And the shaman said, yeah.
Because of God?
Because of God, because of his blessing through the
ghost, whatever.
Holy Spirit or whatever ghost, yeah. Then the man was amazed, and immediately all the news, the blog posts and the rumors that he was seeing about this shaman all became clear, and just like a puzzle, everything just started making sense. The shaman continued, I see that your marriage is having a problem. I see that you and your wife is not getting along in making love. Am I right?
Maybe.
Yes.
Because sometime it's case by case,
Okay.
right?
Well, in this case, it was correct. The shaman comforted this guy, saying, it's not your fault. But we must act quickly. You must bring your wife here immediately and do an exorcism on her.
Because
Because she has strong demons
ghost.
living inside of her. So quickly now, you must bring your wife to me right now.
Maybe conjuring like that.
You're like conjuring. And a day later, the man returned to the shaman with his wife and started undergoing the ritual ceremony on casting out the evil ones. It started with the man going first. After the man casted out the so-called demon, the shaman started rambling some weird noise, going, oi, cast out you, get out you demon. And now it was time for the woman's turn. The man thought nothing of it, very simple, maybe it took about 30 to 40 minutes. no physical harm came to him, and he didn't feel any discomfort. So it seemed safe. And the shaman commanded the man to go out of the room because the ritual had to be done in private. So the man went out, thinking nothing of it. "You, the possessed one," he said to the woman, "lay down on the floor. I command you with my holy power." And the woman was in shock.
Yes, because a lot of devil inside.
Apparently. And when the woman laid on the floor, the shaman raised her top up and lowered her pants down while she was
down.
Yeah, like the pants, like trousers. He started to vigorously touch her top to bottom, and when the woman froze in shock and she kind of refused, "It's okay, my child. I am your great ancestral grandmother. Be calm, my child. I am here to clean out the evil spirits which live within you."
Oh,
that's what the shaman said. So the shaman is no longer a man. He is possessed by her, the wife's ancestral grandmother who protects her and protected her throughout the years as well.
I know her name is 삼신 할매.
Yes, in Korean is 삼신 할매.
Yeah, 삼신 할매, not grandmother. Not normally. 삼신 할매, very special.
Spiritual.
Yes.
And the exorcism was complete. "I see you have 2 lumps in your womb. So we must extract it. I must get rid of the evil spirits living inside you. Come, don't be scared, my child. This is a sacred exorcism." Another statement said by the shaman to another victim, or so-called the possessed one. And it's funny because this case as well, it was a woman. So prior to this incident that we're talking about the wife, there were countless incidents, and this is just one of the incidents that I'm mentioning as well that came up to the surface, and the victim who actually came forward on this molestation that took place on her and to her. And he thrusted his fingers into her. "One is still stuck and won't come out and hid itself inside your anus, my child. I must do my job." So this sick motherfucker, shaman.
Is he doctor?
No, he's not a doctor. Well, he's a witch doctor maybe, but not a proper doctor.
A witch is always a magician.
Yes.
How can I say? Not touching anything. Magician is not touching.
The man actually knew she had 2 lumps in her womb, and that was true. It was true because obviously during the first meeting, the fucking reason why she went to him in the first place was because she was worried because she had 2 lumps in her womb, and she wanted some answers. Will she get cured or not? So of course he knew she had lumps in her womb, and now he's just taking fully advantage of her, and he thrusted his finger inside of her and said he took one evil spirit out, but another ran away and hid itself inside your anus. So he needs to put his finger inside of her backside to get rid of the evil spirit that ran inside and hid itself in the anus. He finished and said she was healed. He added again, like before, that he is not a man, but her great ancestor grandmother who protected her and will protect her and who still protects her. So your lumps in your womb have disappeared now. And after this grotesque act, the victim actually went to the hospital because she didn't feel good and she felt violated, and she really needed to check what he was saying was true. And she did the checkup, and the lumps in her womb were still there. So nothing actually was done to get rid of this. And to get a ritual from this person, this so-called expert shaman or exorcist, the cost of it is minimum $20,000. Minimum. And plus, if he needs to sacrifice a cow, continue his exorcism, so-called exorcism, another $10,000 are required. The reason is, it said that, well, he said that if he uses a cow in the ritual, then the victim, I will say victim, not patient, the victim's life will extend 5 years.
Oh.
And people still believed him.
Really?
He had a lot of followers, he had a lot of influence over online, word to mouth, etc., etc.
1 year, 2,000 money.
Not 1 year, just one ceremonial act is $20,000.
$20,000.
So that's like 2 hours. 2 hours of work. And you get $20,000 for apparently exercising spirits out of your body.
Criminal, he's
So easy to get money in these days, right?